Hello, this is RD Auditors, rdauditors.com, basically top leading cybersecurity company within a Web3 space. So basically just wanted to give you some breaking news, some information regarding a data leak, which exposes 149 million logins, including Gmail and Facebook. So this is really concerning, things that users need to be aware of, and also for businesses that are running online, enterprises, anything online that deals with data, they have to also be concerned and take the necessary steps. And we're going to get straight to it. So there's an individual called Jeremy Fowler. He's basically a veteran security researcher. He basically recently stumbled upon 149 million unique logins and passwords, totaling 96 gigabytes of raw data. So there was no encryption. It didn't even have a password. This is absolutely incredible. Sharing his findings, he basically just stated that the database was not password protected, nor basically the collection was so large and detailed that it was just a list of names. So it actually included emails. So this is what you need to be very, very careful. So it actually included emails, usernames, passwords, specific website links needed to log into accounts. This is absolutely crazy. So basically with this data, I can basically just, for example, if I was a hacker, I can basically have the login. So it's for Facebook, it's for Gmail, I have the emails, I have the passwords, and I can log in, access everything. All the information you're sharing, right? Totally compromised. This is incredible. Massively exposed. So this is a breakdown of the estimated comprised accounts. So Gmail leading the way with 48 million, Facebook 17, Instagram 6.5, Yahoo, Netflix, so on and so forth. So imagine people even have access to Netflix. So people might say, well, who cares about Netflix? No, that's still data, because remember, if you have a Netflix account and they have access to your username and, as an example, password, a lot of people are extremely reckless and they don't change their passwords, number one, and they also use the same email addresses. So you can, even with just that information from Netflix that you believe, oh, well, there's no information, it's just films and documentaries, they can literally then say, okay, well, let's just pull up on Gmail. Will that person on Netflix logging into Netflix have the same credentials? And there's a high percentage chance that that will be probably true. Then it goes down to even Binance accounts, right? 420,000 OnlyFans, right? So these are people that have OnlyFans, 100,000 OnlyFans accounts. This is wild. So education, Outlook information. So this is really, really important here. So this is the individual on Jeremy, the security, who basically revealed this information. He said it's a Meter app that provides heat map, session replay, analytics of Shopify stores. So even Shopify stores, logs of IP addresses. So you can even connect to the IP addresses with the usernames of the accounts that you can say, okay, based on high GDP, countries with high GDP, America, Australia, the UK, Germany, I can basically filter it based on that. That person probably has a high disposable income, so on and so forth. So it's just incredible how these breaches are taking place. And this is not going to stop, right? Because we're this information age, more offline companies are going online, right? Online premise, and they're not taking the necessary steps. That's the reason why I always say, make sure you conduct penetration testing, security testing to ensure that your front end, back end secure systems are in place. You're isolating issues regarding data. You're looking at sandboxing, as we always mentioned, looking at the constant monitoring and auditing. So we provide services such as auditing, monitoring of your businesses, penetration testing. Just reach out to us and we can help you. But this is really, really important. So here it says device fingerprinting, OS, browsers, device type, geolocation data. So this is absolutely insane what's actually happening here. And another digital asset news basically said serious risk. 48 million Gmail accounts have leaked. Serious risk if you have crypto also on exchange, right? So people might say, well, okay, they have access to my Gmail account, but that doesn't matter. But more people now, I think in America, there's like 10% of the population, of the adult population, actually have a crypto wallet, right? Especially on a centralized exchange. So imagine them connecting dots and saying, okay, you have this, and how can we be able to connect and log in via your centralized exchange? So there's ways that they can actually take your money, drain your accounts. So you need to be extremely careful from a user perspective, from a business perspective. We covered all the access. Now, this is information from someone who basically says, Rob, I've been a long time subscriber and saw your video today about your friend who was hacked and lost all his crypto assets. Unfortunately, the same thing happened to me last week. All my assets worth about $3 million. This is someone's hard work for their whole life, for their family, generational wealth, right? Gone. Were stolen from my Coinbase wallet. This was my entire wealth accumulated over 26. What is Coinbase going to do? Nothing. They're not going to do anything about it. They'll say, this is your keys, right? So you need to take care of this. I've reported it to local police, but they haven't responded. Of course, police are inundated with these types of hacks, exploits that's taken place. Do you have any suggestions or know of any companies that can help, right? So we also help out with doing some thorough, transparent searches, going through ledgers, right? So we can be able to track the flow of these funds from where it's hacked from and then where it's moved to. A lot of the times they will basically then move this via Tornado Cash, right? They'll use like privacy that they can be able to conceal this in terms of where the funds, the end location of these funds. But we can also help to do tracking for you, so you can be able to reach out to us as well. So yeah, just be extremely careful. This is some news. These things are happening, or these hacks are happening on a daily basis. So as I always say, make sure that you basically back up your code. Make sure you use 2FA, so a two-factor authentication. As a business, make sure you're conducting monitoring, penetration testing, smart contract audit. We help you. We can cover that and help you with that. Just reach out to us. Be aware of unusual behavior that's taking place as well. So just really full on, like security has to be number one. Doesn't matter what business you're in, whether you're selling online, whether you're selling clothes, whether you're selling pharmaceutical goods, whether you're selling sports related, fitness, doesn't matter, supplements, it doesn't matter. You need to really cover yourself, because when there's security on the line in terms of access to data, then you need to be on top of these things. So anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, follow us, and reach out to us if you need any help. Thank you.